Rafael, and today I wanted to make a really quick video to show a few different tools, AI-based tools and online services you can use, especially for those of you who work in the real estate industry. So I know that one of the biggest pain points that you can face when working with real estate could be underwriting properties. I know that can be a lot of hard work, and especially when you're being provided with data in so many different formats. Sometimes it's through an API, sometimes it's through a document. And that's what today I just wanted to show you a few different tools that you can use to make your job a little bit easier. And the first of them is ILovePDF, and there's another similar site called Small PDF as well. And as you can see on your screen right now, there are many different operations you can do with a PDF file. Now, something I really wanted to point out is that sometimes you get given a PDF, and sometimes the management companies or whoever provides you with the data can give you a really old PDF file, and sometimes it's not even searchable text. It's actually just a scan. It's a PDF file, but it's a scan, so it's pretty much just an image, and you can't really manipulate the image. You cannot just copy the text because it's not a text. It's only an image that contains text, but you can't really manipulate it. So for that, I wanted to show some of you to use this service, what's called an OCR PDF. And OCR stands for Optic Character Recognition. And that what this does is that it's going to scan the document, and then it'll actually try to recognize the text and, of course, turn the PDF into a manipulable text. As you can see right here, convert non-selectable PDF files into selectable and searchable PDF with high accuracy. We're going to go ahead and do that real quick. I have a PDF ready here. Just going to show you real quick. And this one, well, you can see the text, but it's actually not quite selectable or manipulable. It's a scan, so you can't really select the text. It's a scan, it's image. Right, so what we're going to do is we are going to use OCR to check the text and make it selectable. Let's document English. All right, apply OCR. There you go. And download PDF. And as you can see, the text is now searchable, indexable, selectable. And now this will be a lot easier for you to copy and paste, and for anything you may need. The other service I wanted to talk to you, of course, is ChatGPT. And you can really use this section, and not people use this enough, which is the GPTs. You can actually take ChatGPTs and make a small instance of it, and then train it to specialize in a certain specialty. There's many different ones for interacting with PDF files, for document writing, for scientific research. And for those of you who work in real estate, there are also some GPTs dedicated to real estate. So you can use this and ask it any questions and help it have the AI help you with your real estate research. And tool number 3, this is one that I think a lot of you will find helpful. It's called Postman, and this one is actually quite popular in the IT sector, especially those who work with API development. And well, there is a paid version of the app, but there's also a free version, which I believe is enough. And let me show you right here. This is especially useful when sometimes you need property for data for a property, and it's provided to you via API. Sorry. And well, one of the ways you can retrieve the information from an API is from Postman. And the way Postman works, it's you can think of it, it's kind of sort of like a browser, except that it doesn't actually render the websites. It only retrieves the actual code. So just to give you a quick way how websites work, or how a browser works, is that it makes a request to a web page, it receives the code, and then the browser actually renders the page for you to view the websites as you know them. Uh, what this one does is actually it doesn't render the view, it only brings you the code. And this is especially useful when working with APIs. When it comes with APIs, mostly you're only dealing with pure data. And this is something you could use when you need to retrieve data from an API. So if you look at your screen right now, I have a URL for a test API for real estate. You can see the access token here, but don't worry about it. I mean, this is a purely this is an API used purely for testing purposes, so there's no harm done here. Normally, you want to keep the access token secure, but for demonstration's sake, we're just going to go ahead and run the this request as is. So anyways, we input the URL here, and you can also store uh, these API URLs and their output for future reference. So we're going to go ahead and run it, and then you run the request for the API, and then you just wait for the response, and then the response gets formatted, and there you go. So you can see a lot of different um, points of information, a lot of data regarding the property, which you can then copy, paste, or just save it all together for future use. So I think this is something that most of you will find useful. Do note that this the use of Postman might require a little bit more tech savvy. You may also need some proper documentation for the API from which you're going to be requesting the information. You're going to need an API key or some sort of an um, authorization credentials. But then once you've got that all set up, this will be a lot easier for you to collect data. And next one, I believe I have one more. Oh yeah, it's Perplexity. And this Perplexity is an AI tool. However, it's different from ChatGPT or Claude. Perplexity, think of it more as a search engine rather than just a pure AI model. So this one, you can ask it any question and any matter, and it'll synthesize an answer for you, and it will cite some sources from where it pulls the answer from. It looks at different sources, it brings the information together, and it presents it to you. And it does also cite the sources as well. Perplexity is gaining a lot of popularity. As a matter of fact, a lot of people are even using it over over Google, and not only for search but even for research. Perplexity is actually gaining a lot of traction, and it's gaining a lot of popularity even in the scientific community for online research. It's very, very useful. And how could we use this in real estate, particularly for underwriting? Is well, for searching public records. I think instead of having to look through search result pages and then scan each different website result, each different web page, you can try and get Perplexity to put all of the information together for you. Now, to give you a quick demonstration, here's a property that you can find on Zillow. I'm just going to use this for demonstration purposes. Just going to go ahead and click copy. And then we'll go to Perplexity and say, I'm underwriting this property. Can you any and all relevant publicly publicly available information on this property? And then here, and here you go. This is all any public records, any online records regarding this property. You can see the overview, type, size, bedrooms, community features, located in Blue Spring community, nearby amenities, school district, some additional information. We can ask about property taxes. Equals accessor's website, local tax office at the Madison County Revenue Department, Revenue Office for assistance. And this is what you can do to get some public information regarding this property. So there's just a few different tools you can use. There's also another one I wanted to mention, which is a Make, and this is something that I use on the daily for many different services, and this is for interconnecting apps. You know, if you want to collect information and throw it in your Google Sheets and then send it as notifications via email or Messenger or Slack, this is another one that I work with on day to day. So if you need help, and automations, AI automations can be as simple or as complex as you need them for your business. So I really hope you enjoyed this video, and hit like, hit subscribe. And if you need any more advice or tips on any online tools, or you need any help with setting up automations for your business, just contact me. I'll leave some contact info in the video description. Have a good one, and until next time.